What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Today, we'll be talking about Chiron and Aries and the influence that this transit will have on us for the next several years. So, let's get into it. If you don't know, Chiron represents the aspect of the soul that has been wounded. So, within your natal chart, this is like soul trauma that you're bringing in. In the transit sense, it is parts of ourselves that get healed through time. And just like Saturn, Chiron forces you to interact or heal or overcome this trauma or dilemma by experiencing the problem head on. Okay? So let's just backtrack, because we've just experienced Chiron and Pisces, which has been extremely important in all of us being here right now. So Pisces represents spirituality. It represents escapism, extremes, our unconscious selves. So what that transit had to deal with was about healing those parts of ourselves, coming to grips with our spiritual selves, therefore being able to embrace our spiritual selves. So always keep in mind, with whatever Chiron is doing, it's forcing you to deal with that so you can embrace that aspect of your life, that part of yourself. Okay, so you're healing the wound by attacking the wound. Imagine like having a cut, right? And say like a big gash, and you literally have to stitch yourself up. That is Chiron in a nutshell. So Chiron's now in Aries, and Aries is a fiery energy, and it's it's a breath of fresh air from water, what I believe. The biggest difference I would say is that Pisces allowed us, because it was in the inner realm, it allowed us to work through those things kind of secretly, where Aries is going to be very external, because you know what Aries corresponds to? The ego, our sense of self. So no matter where this is transiting in your chart, Chiron in Aries is forcing you to heal a certain part of your ego, embrace your ego, get it to work for you rather than you working for it. Now, this is going to manifest in different ways for everybody, and that's really the unique thing about astrology. So the first thing I want to start off with is by just doing the general themes. So regardless, this is going to, one of the ways in which you're going to need to heal this wound is by having more self-confidence. Even the most confident people at face value have some type of insecurities. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, I'm a fairly confident person. Well, what if this is aspecting or transiting your fourth house? This may force you to deal with the things at home, not feeling good enough for your family, or having more confidence in your ability to be a parent or a family person. You know what I'm saying? Deal with these type of things. If it's your eighth house, you're definitely going to need to become more emotionally vulnerable. Intimacy is going to be big. You're going to have to heal those parts of yourself. Okay, 12th house, that's going to mirror the Chiron and Pisces transit. Unconscious things. Okay, healing those things. If it's like houses 2, 6, 10, the earthy houses, more confidence, more assertiveness in real world activities. All right, taking better care of yourself on an everyday basis, having more of an initiative or confidence in your ability to generate wealth, going after what you want within your career, being an entrepreneur. Okay, if it's houses 1, 5, and 9, these are the really fun houses. This is about full-fledged action. The first house naturally corresponds to Aries, so it's about creating yourself more, being more outwardly confident and aggressive towards the world around you. Okay, fifth house within new beginnings within your personal creativity, the relationship with your children, your ability to build the brand that is you. The ninth house, really locking down and exploring unknown territories outside of yourself, becoming more locked in with your spirituality, embracing maybe some type of religion, going back to school, having more confidence to be an academic, something you've never done before, So it's going to have all different types of influences, but they're all generally going to revolve around confidence, ego, possibly the humbling of the ego. So then you also want to keep in mind, do you have any planets in Aries? Is going to come across that. Now, when it comes across personal planets, what I've seen is that this creates, just like with harsh aspects, maybe the opposition or the square, semi-square, things of that nature, or actually conjuncting the planet, this will come more like in a crisis sense, okay? And this is firing energy, so it'll be quick, it'll be abrupt, it'll be right in your face. But so I can give an example. Say it's coming across or in harsh aspect to your Venus. You may get divorced, you may get broken up with, cheated on, all types of things in the name of love, but ultimately, secretly behind that, this forces you, it could be forcing you to become a stronger individual, more self-assertive, okay? Mars, it can be, something in regards to your health and needing to take better care of yourself. Maybe you need to lose some weight, maybe, you figure out you have some type of ailment and, you have to adjust, your everyday routine through that, okay? So you really want to look at the planet and what it's going to do, but ultimately you can't back down from it. You have to embrace it. So just like what I would say with Saturn, don't think of this as happening to you, but seek for the wisdom behind why it's happening and try to find the good that can arise from this, okay? But one thing I will definitely tell all of you is that whatever area of life this is in, you need to assert your own energy within that area. So even if it's let me use the 7th house, because the 7th house is, the house of partnership. So 7th house Aries people look for, partners who can act out their aggressiveness or confidence, the things that they want to do, but they may not believe within their selves. This is the time for you to say, I'm going to be the person that I'm looking for. And what will happen is that'll actually enable you to attract that type of person towards yourself. Okay? So you want to go on, you want to lead with confidence. You want to assert the energy of this is who I am within this area of life. Going back to the 4th house. Say you are a new parent, right? And with new parents, people are always getting advice like, you should do this. Oh, no, don't do that. It takes you're going to need some confidence, to say, no, this is my child. I'm going to raise them as I see fit. This is my marriage. This may be unconventional, but we're going to live like this. Or, it can even extend to you, breaking away from your comfort zone, moving away with not many, taking a risk, okay? So you want to exert your own will within that area of life. Belief within yourself, okay? For those of you who have fire energy, and this is going to be coming into this is going to be coming into positive aspect, you're being supported at this time, okay? So naturally, these areas of life and these planets involved in these areas of life are going to expand, and you're going to naturally be able to accept yourself within this manner, okay? So We got 9 years of this transit, you know, and like I said, fiery energy is about action. So my best advice to you is just study this area of life, look at it and say, where is the wound, right? Where is the wound? How can I be more confident? How can I be more outgoing? Where can I get ego gratification in this area of life? How can I suppress my ego? All right, so it overall, this is, by the end of this transit, we should all be feeling more confident in who we are and what we can produce in this world. All right,